Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm in my favorite place today, and my favorite place is the kitchen. Ever since I was a little girl, I have always been obsessed with cooking. I can actually remember like when this all started, and I was living at my first house I ever lived in, and for some reason I became obsessed with the Food Network. And this was at the time where there were like no game shows. It was Barefoot Contessa, Chef at Home, Everyday Italian, 30-minute meals, $40 a day. It was all like the OG great cooking shows. It's just something that I've always loved, and I think you guys really have picked up on that. You guys love my recipe videos, and honestly nothing makes me happier than seeing your guys' Instagram messages or being tagged on Instagram, seeing you recreate some of my recipes. You guys know I cook a lot. I've been doing a lot of recipe videos, and I've been getting a lot of questions about what things I would recommend you have, my cooking essentials, because if you guys know my recipes, you know I don't do anything super intense. It's not like I'm making a 5-hour boeuf bourguignon like Julia Child. They're all really easy, flavorful, and in my opinion, delicious. But you know, I do have some things that help me around the kitchen, some favorite appliances. So in today's video, I wanted to cover all of that. I get a lot of questions about where I get certain things, and honestly, a lot of the things that you'll see in my kitchen, I purchased from Winners. They have such an amazing selection. If I ever need something, I always check Winners first. But I also get a lot of ingredients, especially now in the new year. They have a ton of organic oats, coconut, like they have a lot of organic tradition stuff, so I always check there. I actually don't even know where to start. There's so many things. This, for example, I got this at Winners a few weeks ago. I probably should get more utensils, but this little basket, actually Mike found it. I'll see if I can find something similar, but I got this at Winners, and normally it just sits right there. I got a lot of questions about this whenever I show it. I'm gonna clean as I go because there's literally so much. So in terms of little tools, like I said, I keep it pretty simple. This is one of my favorite tools. It's sort of like a grater, but I've always used this for garlic, ginger. I personally like this more than a garlic press. I do have a garlic press. I feel like it's really hard to get all the garlic out, and it's like weird to clean, so I just really like these little graters, and you can get these anywhere. Canadian Tire, Winners. This is by OXO, and it's my favorite thing for grating garlic, zesting lemon or lime, grating Parmesan. I never chop garlic. I only use this little grater. The next thing is a lemon press, and mine, I don't think you're supposed to put this in the dishwasher. That's why mine looks like really ratchet. A lemon press, a lime press, a citrus juicer. These are actually really good to have. I know that like when I first got one, my friends were like, why can't you just juice it by hand? But something about this just gets out so much juice. I would really recommend getting one. I probably should get a new one, but I think whenever I get a new one, I'm gonna get stainless steel because if it's like, I hate things that aren't dishwasher friendly. I like just being able to put it in the dishwasher and forget about it. I hate when I have to hand wash things. So next one I get will be stainless steel or some sort of metal where I don't have to worry about the paint chipping. The next thing is an ice cream scoop. I never use this for ice cream. You can get bigger holders, but I use this to scoop out cookie dough, or if I'm doing like mini muffin tins, this is the perfect size. I don't know the size of it. It's just like a smaller one. It's probably equivalent to like half an egg size. Basically you just scoop it out and then it comes out perfectly. So this is something really recommend you have. You could probably even get those at the dollar store now. The next thing is a mandolin. This, I actually don't have a big mandolin yet. I have a little hand mandolin. If you're using a mandolin, please be very, very safe because it's easy to chop off some skin or your finger. It's a very sharp blade. I like this to either finely slice potatoes, carrots, what do I use this for? A zucchini if I'm gonna do a zucchini lasagna, garlic pieces if I want bigger pieces of garlic in my dish. So this I just got at Winners too. I've had this for so long. The next thing is pretty straightforward. It's just these little rubber silicone spatulas. I love these. I use them for everything. This is actually great to cook eggs with. I would always use a fork or a spoon, and I never got them nice and fluffy. This gets everything, folds it so nicely. So I'm sure most of you have these, but this is one of my favorite cooking tools. I have a few of them. This is just by the brand KitchenAid. The next things I got at Winners too, these are my salt and pepper grinders. Brandon, my friend Brandon actually has a matching one for me, a big one, but when I went to buy it, they only had the big one and the small one, which I actually don't mind because it's easy for me to differentiate the two. These are by the brand Bissetti. They have a few colors. I've actually still been seeing them, not pink, but like blue, yellow at Winners. So check your Winners, TJ Maxx, stuff like that, and maybe you'll be able to find similar ones. The next thing I think everyone needs in their kitchen is a little funnel. My boyfriend, when he was going, where was he going? Like to his fishing camp, he had to buy a set of these because he was making a beer bong. Okay, whatever. And so there was like a little small one and he didn't know what to do with it. So I was like, can I have it? Like, I'm sure I'll find it useful. When I used to go to the gym in the summer with my sister every morning, I would make my bulletproof and then put put it through my S'well bottle to make it easier to pour so I didn't spill. Another thing that I do often is when I get a nice bottle, like this is just Mandy's salad dressing. I make a lot of my own salad dressings, but I don't really want to buy jars and stuff for them. So I'll save them, wash them, and eventually peel off this label, and then a little funnel makes it so much easier. Another small little thing, this is actually from Winners, and I bought this with the intention of using it as a little, what do they call those? Salt, what do they call them? Salt, not, it's a weird word. Basically, I have some fresh sea salt from Greece from my papu, and it's like sea salt flakes, and I didn't want to put it into the grinder, so I got this little candle from Winners. It was like $3.99, and I used the candle. And then this is a tip from my mom: if you have a candle jar that you want to reuse, boil some water, and then once the candle's done, obviously pour the boiling hot water into the container where the candle is. The hot boiling water will melt the wax and then make it come to the top, and then once the water cools down, you'll be able to just literally like take the wax out in a solid little thing. I guess you could diffuse the wax if you had like a wax burner, and then you just need to take off the wick from the bottom, and I just threw it in the dishwasher. Now it's perfectly clean, and I'm gonna use this to hold my salt. Another little container that I really love are these little vegetable containers. Again, I got this at Winners. I have one for lemons. You can get them from avocado. You can get them for tomatoes. When I'm just cooking for myself, I won't often use a full onion, and it's easier for me to just take it, throw it in here, than have to like take out a Ziploc, do a Ziploc. It just makes life easier. So I love these. I have, like I said, I have one for lemons. You can get them for a lot of things. Another tool that I think is really beneficial to have is a spiralizer. This was like 20 bucks from Walmart. It comes with a few different inserts, so you can make them thicker, you can make them thinner. And there's one that I think you can do sort of like sheets. So maybe if you wanted to do lasagna, you could just use that. I know it's like an upfront cost, but if you go to the grocery store, they sell like a zucchini, like a pack of spiralized zucchini. You get like nothing for $4 or $5. So this is definitely like an investment thing, but it's really good for when you want to spiralize something. You can even make curly fries with those, and they're really, really good. Another thing I just bought was a silicone muffin tin. If you follow me on Instagram, you know the debacle at Linen Chest, but you guys told me to go to Canadian Tire, and I'm so happy I did, because they had this MasterChef 12 cup silicone muffin pan, and it was $12.99. I made these little egg white cups that are similar to the ones that they sell at Starbucks, but I wanted to get a silicone muffin tin just so it's easier to take them in and out. I haven't used it yet, but I think this is definitely something that you should invest in if you are going to be doing egg white cups. The next thing I'm super excited about, and I kept the packaging because I knew I'd get some questions, and they're basically these silicone baking sheets. So you would put these on your baking pan instead of parchment paper or tin foil. They're reusable, which is great for the environment. I'm trying to make little changes here and there that are better. And I got this at Costco, a pack of 3 for $12.99, and this was recent, so you should go now. You can use it for cookies, baking, but I use it for everything: fries, potatoes, if I'm baking chicken, anything. I'm telling you, these are amazing. A rice cooker. So I always thought that with rice cookers you needed to cook like a sushi restaurant's worth amount of rice, but it's not the case. One of my good friends, Steph, she told me about the rice cooker, and it makes life so easy. This is the one I have. It's by the brand Rival. I got it at Walmart. It was like 13 bucks. I would always have like water boiling over on the stove when I would make it in a pot. I hated making it, and for $13, like, what are you waiting for? So basically all you do, put the rice, water, chicken stock, whatever in here, flip a switch, and then you have rice. It's so easy, so good. You can make oatmeal in this. I haven't done it personally. I'm not in an oatmeal mood currently. This comes out, so it's really easy to wash. I throw it in the dishwasher. You're probably not supposed to. And it's not that big. It's not that clunky. If you are a bachelor or bachelorette, or you're just like 2 people, it's perfect. It's so easy to pre-cook rice in this. I love it. The next thing is my French press. If you've been following me, you know that I used to have a Keurig, and then a few months ago I decided I wanted to make the switch over to a French press. I do bulletproof coffee every morning, and honestly I wasn't really enjoying the coffee anymore. It just felt very diluted. I really wanted just something that was a little bit more higher quality, and so I decided to invest in a French press. So I actually have 3 French presses. I have one in the dishwasher. I have 2 of these little mini ones, and these are great if you're just one person, so this is perfect for me during the week. But I also have this big one, and this is by the brand Bodum. I got it at Winners too. I got all the French presses at Winners, and this is probably like a 2 to 3 cup French press. Not that big of an adjustment. The coffee tastes so much better. I also have a coffee grinder, but I'm kind of like getting used to it. Mike's mom got us a coffee grinder, so yeah, this is my French press, and I really love it. And then speaking of coffee, I get so many questions about this kettle. This is my Smeg kettle. I know some people find the name gross. Okay, this was a gift from my sister Tony. I actually have on tape when I first saw this in a store. I was shopping with Michelle and I had no idea what Smeg was. I guess I missed the boat when YouTubers were always talking about it. Baby blue is my favorite color. And I was like, oh my God, Michelle, look at this kettle. It's baby blue. And I was like, it is amazing. It's so gorgeous. And then I looked at the price tag and it's like $200. And I was like, I'm never having that kettle. But my sister surprised me with it for Christmas one year and I do love it. You know, I'm sure they have a model where you can choose the heat. I'm not sure, but this one doesn't. You can get a $20 kettle that'll do the job. But I just love it. I think it's so cute. It's hard for me to sit here and recommend you a $200 or however much money dollar kettle because I feel like a $20 kettle can do the same thing. But this is honestly, like, if anyone says, oh, I got it for the quality of the water, no, fuck off. You got it because of the aesthetics. I mean, it's beautiful and they have white, they have pink, they have a whole different range of products, toasters. So Tony, if you ever want to buy me the toaster, whenever I buy a house one day, because I have all this stuff, like, I'm not gonna need a lot of things, so I can ask for like these extravagant things that I'm not gonna buy myself. But I love this kettle. Do you need it? No, but if you want to spend the extra money on a gorgeous kettle, then yeah, maybe you do. Another thing that I really love is my Nespresso milk frother. I actually have an espresso, but I wasn't too into it a few years ago because the coffee is really strong. But I took the French press out of storage. The French press. I took the coffee, what? Oh my God. I took the milk frother out of storage because a Instagrammer, blogger that I follow, her name is Clean Eating Goddess, she said that you can make a matcha latte in the milk frother, and I actually think I showed it in a video or on Instagram. I don't like matcha. I still tried it out because I had the Vital Proteins matcha, but it totally works. It frosts up the milk, heats it up, and makes a matcha latte. I use this to make like my hot chocolate. Honestly, this is just a great little thing. It doesn't need to be the Nespresso brand. You can get one on Amazon. When you actually make stuff in it, it takes it to the next level because it makes it so much easier. So I do recommend having a milk frother. You can also, of course, froth your milk for lattes. Oh my God, I feel like I've been talking so long about appliances, but I love it. One of the last appliances that I want to talk about is my Cuisinart. It's basically an immersion blender, but it comes with a bunch of different attachments. I had an immersion blender. It didn't really do a good job, and so I was in the market for a new one. I had no idea that there was like immersion blender sets like this, but I saw KG talk about it on Instagram, and basically it comes with a detachable like head, and then you can attach it to an immersion blender, you can attach it to a whip, but my personal favorite is the food processor attachment. So it just clips right in, and then it comes with a little food processor cup, just comes right on, and then you can just do a little food processor, and it's so easy, it's compact, I love it. I chop vegetables in it, I chop nuts in it, my chickpea tuna salad I do in there. My current favorite thing to use it for though is banana ice cream. It is out of this world delicious. I honestly am running out of space for appliances in my kitchen, plus I think my boyfriend would kill me if I came home with another big appliance. So I love the fact that it comes with a little food processor attachment because number one, it's all I need. I'm not really making doughs or anything yet, and also it's compact, so I love these, and I think it's like something everyone should have. Mike always makes so much fun of me because he's like, you have so many blenders, and I'm like, I know, I'm kind of stupid. So I'm actually not, only with one of them I'm stupid, and I'll tell you why. So I had a NutriBullet, like the Magic Bullet, but the NutriBullet. And I had that for years, and I'll tell you what, I prefer the Ninja. So I got this at Costco a few months ago, and this is the Auto IQ. Of course, I'll link everything down below. And I got this because my NutriBullet was developing a weird smell in the cups. I pretty much use it for my Bulletproof and my smoothies, and okay, I know you're not supposed to use hot liquids in these cups. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? I personally haven't had any issues. I know some people have accidents because pressure builds up in the cup. I know that if something happens, it's my own fault. I'll always cover it with a towel, so hopefully if anything does happen, it protects it. If it happens, I'll deal with the consequences. If you're not comfortable putting hot liquid in it, then you don't need to. I like the Ninja more than the NutriBullet because for one, you have more options on it. I feel like it's more powerful of a blender, and just like little things, like I used it this morning obviously for Bulletproof, but the NutriBullet was so hard to always get off. There was like no grip on the cap, but on this one there is little grip, so it makes it easier to open your cup, which is great. If I could go back in time, okay, I guess I should show you the next thing. I don't know if a lot of people know I have this because I don't think I talked about it that much, because honestly I'm not the biggest fan of the Vitamix. So I thought I needed a Vitamix. Everyone has a Vitamix, like when they're cooking, like all the food blogs. I got a refurbished one. Honestly, I don't get the hype of it. This is just the base of mine. It's the 6300. Of course, they have more like intense ones now. I wish I would have gotten the Ninja blender that has the big attachment and then also the individual cup attachment, because the Vitamix is like $400 or $500. It's okay. I don't use it that often because I'm not blending large quantities of things often. So I wish I would have looked into the Ninja first. The last appliance thing I have talked about before, and this is my SodaStream. Basically, it just takes water and makes it carbonated. I love bubbly water. I love sparkling water. I always thought these were stupid until my best friend Nikki told me about them, and she was like, no, like my dad has one, he loves them. And I was like, well, you know what? It actually makes sense because I live alone. I like drinking bubbly things when I'm eating. So I got a SodaStream, and yes, there's like an upfront cost, but you end up saving a lot of money in the long run, a lot of metal, a lot of cans. So basically how it works is you have a carbon dioxide. I think it's carbon dioxide. You can select how bubbly you want it. For me, it's a really great investment. I don't have to lug a lot of cans from the parking lot to my apartment. I don't have to worry about, oh my god, did I forget cans in the car? It's gonna freeze, they're gonna explode. It makes my life so much easier. Oh my god. We have talked about a lot of things. I'm in the last portion of the video, and that is cookware. I'm not gonna go too in-depth into what like my pots and pans are, because I feel like everyone kind of has a set of pans and pots and stuff, so I figured I just wanted to talk about like my favorites and give you a little bit of an idea. So one of my first favorites is just a little frying pan, but it's great for people like me. I live alone, so sometimes I'm just cooking like one chicken breast, or I'm cooking egg whites and I don't need a huge pan. Plus I feel like egg whites especially cook better, like they don't get as dry or like burnt. So this is just a little one by Masterclass. I got it at Winners, and I love the small size. Another pan that I think everyone should, I don't even know what they're called. It just looks like this, and then it's a big circle. It's like a pan, but it's higher. Anyways, I love using this for my chicken quesadillas, for my skinny Cajun pasta, for basically anything that I'm cooking that maybe is a little bit saucy, or maybe I'm making large volumes, because it has the benefit of a pan with like half of a pot, which is really nice, so I don't have to worry about things flying out of the pan. And then my last two kitchen essentials are my Le Creuset bakeware. So this is my small little one. I love this one. It's in the shape of a heart. It's adorable. I got this because I saw it at my friend Steph's house, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. And I thought like, oh, like people just buy that because it's really cute, but she actually told me like, no, it's really good if you're just doing like something for yourself or a smaller batch of something. Actually bigger than it looks. I think it's like 2 liters or so. And then my big pot was a gift from Tony as well. Oh my god, it's so big. This is baby blue, and it says 28 on the inside of the lid, so I'm guessing it's size 28. I'm really not too sure. Le Creuset is very expensive, but for me, someone who's been passionate about cooking from a very young age, all of these things I view as like investments. Yes, these are expensive. Like a pot is like $500, like $200. To me, they're worth it. If you don't cook at all, this is not something that is worth it for you, but I'll have this pot, like I'll be serving roast beef to my grandkids with this pot, okay? I definitely want to build my Le Creuset collection and add to it over the years. I'm on trend for like 1 a year, so that's like my goal, because I would like to build the collection. So I think I pretty much covered everything. Let me know what your favorite kitchen tools are in the comments down below. I'd love to read it. I'm always on the lookout for new appliances or just things to make cooking more fun or easier or anything like that. As always, links to everything I mentioned will be listed in the down bar down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night depending on when you watch this, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.